Hello viewers, welcome to Joy's Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you a very tasty dish which is chicken chana dal with ginger chili tadka. This is a very nice dish. Even though it looks very red and spicy, but trust me, it's really good to eat and it's not too spicy. And trust me, if you eat once in a while this oily spicy dish, it's not gonna hurt you. So here you go, check the recipe. And this is really good to eat with naan bread, or even you can add paratha with it, or rice even, but I'm gonna serve it with naan bread as you see, and some fried aubergine. So here you go, check the recipe and enjoy the cooking. So to cook my chicken chana dal, I took actually one hard broiler chicken here. You can see, you can use soft boiler chicken as well, but I quite like the hard chicken for this kind of recipe because it's kind of like a slow cook recipe, and the chicken is always keep their shape. And I took around 150 gram of chana dal. I soaked it overnight and now I cleaned it. I took 4 medium-sized onion and I finely chopped it. I need quite a lot of onion for this dish actually. I took 2 medium-sized potato and I cubed it. Potato is optional, you can skip it, but I like a little bit of potato in my chana dal. I took 3 green on chili and some garam masala. Here is 4 or 5 cloves, 3 or 4 cinnamon, some green cardamom and 3 bay leaf here. Just 4 kind of garam masala, whole spice. And here is 2 teaspoons of turmeric powder, 2 teaspoons of roasted cumin powder, 2 teaspoons of red chili powder and 2 teaspoons of coriander powder. Just basic dry spices. Around 2 teaspoons of tomato paste here. You can add normal tomatoes as well. I'm using tomato paste. Salt taste wise. Normal vegetable oil, around 4 tablespoons of vegetable oil. And for tadka, I took 4 red chili, 3 cloves of garlic here, finely chopped it, and around 1 finger-sized piece of ginger, and I julienned it. This is for tadka purpose. And 1.5 teaspoon of garlic paste and 1.5 teaspoon of ginger paste. So in a cooking pot, I'm gonna add around 4 tablespoons of vegetable oil here. I'm not gonna add too much oil now because at later I have to do the tadka and I need oil for that reason as well. So you can see, and I'm gonna let it hot. So now my oil is hot and I'm gonna add all my chopped onions here, and I'm gonna fry them till they are lightly golden brown. So it's not gonna take more than 2 to 3 minutes. I just need to make them like lightly golden brown. I don't need to fry them too much, just a little bit softened. After 2 to 3 minutes, I actually added all those whole spices here, or garam masala, and I'm frying them like 1 minute, and they're releasing their smell in this onion, you can see. After around 2 minutes, my onion and my whole spices are ready now. Now I'm gonna add all those garlic and ginger paste in it, and I'm gonna fry them for another 1 minute just to mix up together. Oh, they smell so good already. This is a very good dish to eat with naan or paratha, or you can actually eat with plain boiled rice as well, or pilau rice, or whatever you like actually. And it's quite healthy as well at the same time. And instead of chicken, you can actually add lamb or beef even, but I'm trying to make it a little bit healthier. So after 1 minute, now I'm gonna add all my dry spices, but before that I'm gonna add around 2 tablespoons of boiling water, not to burn my spices. That's why I'm adding the water first, just to clean my whole pot. Because when you fry garlic and ginger, they kind of like stick together in the pot. So, and now I'm gonna add all my dry spices here. And I'm gonna fry them for another 2 minutes, just till the oil come up, which I said before, like this is kind of, we call it koshano. And I'm adding a little bit more water, not to burn my spices again. It's gonna take around 2 to 3 minutes. Around 3 minutes, you can see the oil actually came up, and I can actually smell it. It's kind of done. And now I'm gonna add my tomato paste here. Tomato paste actually gonna give it a little bit of tanginess and a little bit of nice color. If you want, you can add like proper fresh tomato as well, but I don't like the watery bit of the tomato. That's why I'm using just tomato puree. And I added a little bit of salt as well. Salt actually taste wise, I added around 2 teaspoons now. I'm gonna add more if I need. After around another 1 minute, you can see this is like my spices are finally done, and I added those 3 green chilies as well at the same time. Now I'm gonna add my chickens here, and I'm gonna cook this chicken with these spices for at least 10 to 15 minutes without adding any water, because this meat gonna actually release their own water, so I don't need to add any water. And this is another process of frying meat and spices together, which is koshano again, and it's gonna take at least 10 to 15 minutes like that. And I'm gonna cover it actually at the same time. So after 15 minutes of frying, actually I added those lentils or my chana dal in it. You can see I didn't do the video for it, but you can see I added those chana dal, and I added 2 or 3 whole clove of garlic as well. This is not necessary, I had some extra, so I added those ones and they taste good. And I'm gonna fry them for another 5 to 6 minutes, just like that, without adding any water. But if you think your lentils are burning, then you can add a little bit, like 1 tablespoon of water. After around 6 minutes, you can see these are like quite done now, because the chicken actually released their own water. And I added like around 1 or 2 tablespoons of water at the same time, not to burn my spices and lentils. So I'm gonna fry them for another 5 minutes, just like that. After 5 minutes of frying, I added those potato cubes here, and I'm gonna cook them for another 1 minute with the potato cubes, just to spread my spices everywhere. That's it. So my frying process is done now. Now it's time to add my boiling water, just to give it a soup kind of consistency. And I'm gonna add at least 4 cups of boiling water now. It depends how thick you want. Some people like very thick. I like medium, so yeah. So for tadka, as you can see, I added around 1 tablespoon of oil, and I'm frying my ginger, garlic and red chilies here till they are very golden brown. After adding the water, I actually covered my pot for and I cooked it for at least 20 minutes, and as you can see, this is the consistency we are looking for. And after that, we're gonna give the tadka in my dal. So yeah, now I'm gonna add all my ginger, garlic and red chili here with the oil. You can see, oh, the smell is so good. You can even see it, that it looks so good and so yummy. So now I'm gonna mix those ginger, garlic and red chili with my whole lentil curry, and that's it actually. Just 1 minute more. I don't need to cover it now, and that's it. It's done. So here you go guys, this is my chicken chana dal with the ginger, garlic and red chili tadka is done. And you can see this is not very complicated dish, but trust me, it tastes so good, and this is really like festive kind of curry. So I hope you're gonna follow my recipe and you're gonna cook it, and don't forget to like and subscribe my channel and share my recipes with your friends, family and neighbors. So here you go, bye bye, ta-da!